Well, howdy, 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 y'all. Teresa here and
Preppin' Chef Brad.
Preppin' Chef Brad. Bradley is getting ready to say hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
He is getting ready to, he's doing a few dishes. I didn't ask him to or anything, that's just kind of what he does when he's off. He's doing a few dishes and getting ready to do some make dinner. You guys ever try this stuff? This is a Smucker's Sunday serves the caramel, and look, it's sugar free and it is so good, y'all. You put this away, huh?
Yep.
And so anyway, here's Critter Cam for you. There's Charlie. Next seat down here, you see her, you can't see her, she's black. And then there's the mama. And I don't know where Angel is.
I think she's up on that tote of yarn up there.
She's been laying up there lately. So anyway, had to start this over because my camera stand fell. And still wanting to. There, now you can't fall. Whoa. It is July 24th, 2017. It is 7:42 p.m. on this overcast day now. It is 86 degrees, real feel is 95. The high will be 87 and the low will be 77. So that's what the weather's like today. Excuse how my hair looks. It did look better earlier, but I've been outside and then I had it up for a while and stuff, so you guys know I don't normally wear my hair down. Not in the summertime anyway, because it's too warm, but I thought I'd just do something a little different. So anyway, last night Brad closed and I did some 5D painting, and mainly other than that I just must have fiddle farted around. I talked with no, I didn't talk with Linda on the phone yesterday. I knew she had her grandkids over and stuff, and they were all having fun, and I kind of like take Sundays as kind of some me time. You know, from what I can. I just kind of do a few things I'd like to do, like if I'd like to sit and play a few games, you know, on Facebook, or, you know, if I'd like to just kind of watch some TV or whatever. So that's kind of what I did. I did start a new hat, and that was about it. You guys saw the video, because I made the crab salad for dinner last night, and
It was good.
and yeah, I ended up staying up till about 6 a.m. It was one of those nights I just couldn't really sleep, so and do you have anything to add to that?
Just what we, not last night, but just what we did today.
Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, Saturday morning, I check Brad's feet every day, when I put his socks off, and again when I take them off. And Saturday morning when I went to go put his socks on, he was getting ready for work, and they're like a perfectly round hole in the bottom of his big toe. And then all around it is, you know, because he's got really, really thick skin, like everybody does, but since he's on his feet so much, on his feet, and it's just like somebody took a leather punch almost. And then the skin around it is all white, you know, and stuff. And so, I mean, I kind of freaked out at first, because I'm not going to show you guys the picture because I don't think Brad would be too appreciative of that.
I don't care.
Oh, you don't care?
No.
Okay. I'll show you guys a picture of it. I took a picture of it because, number one, Brad can't see the bottom of his feet. And he's never been flexible enough to be able to do that. And also, ouch,
Crap.
holy shit bags. You're dropping stuff on me, people. And also, if the doctor asked, I'd be able to show him. But this is what the very first day his, I don't know if you guys can see that, or darn it. let's see. There we go. The very first day, that's what that looked like. And you probably can't see because of the way the light is, but all around that was white. Now, it was not pussy at all. I did hydrogen peroxide on it. I did some of the silver med on it and dressed it, you know, bandaged it. We checked it again that night. I cleaned it again, repeated it. By Sunday, when I'm cleaning it and stuff, it is not even it's not even bubbling with peroxide, and it's trying to scab over. Now that little bit of black that you saw around there, that came off on its own. And I mean, I really scrubbed it well because, see, the reason is he did not know what happened because he has no sensation in his feet, none. So I was able to scrub it really well, and again, when I checked it last night, it's still looking even better. He's taking a antibiotic, just a general one, amoxicillin, just to make sure that you know, isn't happening. No sign of infection at all or again. But isn't that crazy? I kind of freaked out when I first found it because I'm like, oh God, you know, he had a bad bout of when we don't even know how, but that he got his big toe infected, and we went to the ER right away with that because you could tell it was very pussy. And we were lucky it didn't go down to the bone, but it went down deep in the tissue, and he was off for weeks and having to have IV antibiotics at home and go into the wound care clinic and stuff. Yeah, so, you know.
Generally a good time.
Yeah, and so, but we've been lucky and continue to knock on fake wood here that, you know, that'll be okay. But, so yeah, and today we've been really enjoying it. We've been outside. I wanted to go outside really bad because I haven't been able to go outside and get much painting time in because of the weather, Brad's work schedule, and, you know, all of that. So I went outside and did some painting. I had the backgrounds already done, and started preliminary work on a couple new paintings. One is a bird, you know, spreading its wings, and the other one is a flower. And Brad cleaned up. Our neighbor came today and got the rest of his stuff, but they didn't really clean up the lot, you know. I mean, they didn't rake up all the pine needles, you know, and I know they probably felt like because the park should do that, and yeah, but you know. And so Brad did that, and then we wanted to rearrange some of the area outside because now we have a little bit more room. So Brad did that, and then I helped with a little bit with the totes. I wanted to put my yarn totes. I have a couple of them underneath my art table. Nixie, can you quit, please? Thanks. She's doing that and she's wiggling the table. But I have a couple of them. Sorry, guys. I have a couple of them under the art table. But then the other couple of ones, I wanted them. I checked them. I want to make sure my yarn's doing okay, and it's all fine. And you know, the totes are tightly sealed. But I wanted to have where they wouldn't get rained on. You know, so I moved those up on a picnic table along with one of his and covered it with a tarp. And the lids of the totes kind of go down a little bit, you know, how they have that natural lip. So I go to tilt the lid of one tote, which had water on it, to get the water off. And I didn't even look, and my dachshund was right below there. And it just doused her in water. She was one unhappy dog. She stopped off with those little legs, and she just, she was soaked.
Ticked off.
Yeah, so that was funny.
She's got that massive attitude.
Yeah, she does. So, but yeah, so we got that away. Brad got that area looking real spiffy and stuff, so that was nice. And
moved all the plants.
Yeah, moved all the plants over, what, about a foot?
About 2 feet.
About 2 feet, right on our line. And you know, just gave us a little bit more room. We moved the barbecue grill down a little bit more so I could see out better. I plan on utilizing being able to be outside more, you know. We stayed out there a good couple of hours. At least, and I mean, it was enjoyable.
Yep.
And I thought I would be kind of nervous about now that trailer's gone. Everybody in the RV park can see me out there painting, and I thought I would be bothered by that. Well, I'm not. I don't care who watches me anyway, because I got used to that in college. You know, people would gather around, be behind me. I don't care. I've got my headphones on. I've got my music on. As long as you don't stop and bug me, you know, while I'm painting, I don't care if you watch. You know, but it doesn't bother me any. I don't know. I feel pretty comfortable in my element, you know, because, you know, there's a pretty good group of full-timers here. The park isn't very busy. Like I told you guys, we don't have anybody right by us on either side, and it's nice. And been enjoying that. And you know, then we came in and I called Linda and talked to her a little bit. I had some crab salad. Brad had some crab salad, and then I ended my phone call with Linda and we laid down, took naps.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
You guys know that since I don't sleep very much at night, I got to be taking me a nap. That's just
sometime.
What is up with this hair right here? It's so.
We had, when we were outside, we had this guy.
What the heck was that? I still don't get it.
He was driving a pickup and pulling a boat, and this guy and their camper is down on the water, or right on the water's edge, and this guy was pulling a boat, and he made about 10 laps around here, and then he stopped to tell us that there was a tornado here last night.
No, at 10 a.m. this morning.
2 a.m.
2 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, hell, I was still up for it then.
Yeah, but he said there was a tornado here, but I know if there was a tornado, the stuff we have outside wouldn't have been
Well, especially we didn't have those light chairs secured at all.
No. But he claims it, and then he changed it to it was a water spout, it wasn't a tornado.
There could have been a water spout.
You see, I wouldn't, everything I've
That's
read.
what he said. No, he said that, honey.
Oh, but everything I've read, that bay is super shallow.
Well, and I've heard too that the minute the water spout hit the land, usually it just disperses.
Yeah.
It loses all that momentum, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But what I've read, that real shallow water is not conducive to a water spout.
Yeah.
And most of the bay is
Very shallow.
less than 8 feet deep.
Yeah.
Unless there's one stretch out there in the middle that's about 10 to 12, depending on the tide.
Right.
You know, so I don't know if he was doing some excessive drinking last night or
this morning.
Yeah. But
I mean, 'cause we were counting, he was going loop-de-loop. And then we reversed it. I told Brad he's going the other direction because we're afraid he's going to get dizzy.
yeah, he made about 10 loops.
I know. I think he was just dumb. You know, I am convinced that some of these people, when they get real lonely in a park, they just go out. They either go out walking about, or they go out in their vehicle, or if they have a golf cart, and just do loops until they find somebody to talk to.
Yeah. Well, that's what Carl used to do.
Yeah, that's what Carl used to do.
Yeah.
He used to get into his golf cart and say this was his exercise, and go around, and you know. And it is true. If you want somebody to talk to, all you gotta do is go sit outside your RV. You're gonna have somebody probably stop and talk to you.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't mind that unless I have my headphones on. But nobody ever bothers me when I have my headphones on. I think.
Well, I know you said there's a few times you'll look up and you see people watching you.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, but you know, and I do like that too. I do take comfort in. As hard as it is living in a small space, you know, I do take a lot of comfort in knowing that we have really wonderful neighbors. And it is very pretty here, too. I mean, sometimes I think, wow, if this was a mobile home park,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
she'd have it made. Because,
Yeah.
you know, we probably would just get us a trailer and move it on in
Yeah.
here. Because, you know, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, Brad's back. I'm not hurting him too bad today. I think it was this morning. I know it was yesterday morning really bad.
Yeah.
And we just been enjoying the day. It's gone by too fast. He's cutting up mushrooms and a red onion. Oh, he did. And then he is making some, what are they, Parmesan or Alfredo or whatever? Parmesan noodles. And then he's going to grill hamburgers outside.
Grill the boogers.
Yep. So that'll be a good dinner.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
got anything else to say? It sure was nice being outside painting. That sure was. You know, and I went and I divided up my watercolors and my acrylics. I had thrown them all together in different bags. But now that I'm doing watercolor again, which I really forgot how much I immensely enjoy the flow of watercolor. I decided to divide those up so I can use my good tube watercolor in here, you know, because it's a real beautiful art to watercolor, and it's a fast pace, which I like, you know. So, yep, I'm having fun doing that. I like to do different, you know. I'm not a fan of oil paints, and that's just me. My daughter loves it.
Well, we had a conversation about, I remember years ago, actually I think it was when you were in no, it was way before that, where you were talking about the thing you didn't like about oils is you had to put down some paint and then wait for a couple days till it dries. And
now, if you have a space dedicated that you can just leave it, that's great. Or like in college, we had this rack system that we would lay them on. You know, real thin racks. It was only just a couple inches, you know, about 3 inches dividing from the next shelf. And, but, you know, other than that, I just like my acrylic, and I can add a heavy medium to it if I want to have more working time and stuff, you know. The acrylic or the watercolor, you know, with the fast pace, you got to kind of go with the flow of the water and stuff, and that's unique and fun.
does it, I just thought about this, does it take faster for the watercolors to dry out here than it did in Wyoming because of the more humid area, or have you even noticed?
I haven't really noticed,
Okay.
but one of the things is we always have fans going.
Yeah.
So sometimes if I bring the watercolors out here, I'll actually turn off this fan
Okay.
because it dries it too quickly, and I
Okay.
want to be able to have a little bit more working time.
Okay.
So yeah, humidity always plays a big part in it. So
Okay.
anyway, that's all I got to say. I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope that you're cool and dry wherever you are. I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much. And I think you guys are awesome. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye.